only one letter changed, very easy to remember. Research education only is research camp. Yes, very focused on research education. Pret is focusing on exchanges with a little bit of a hint of research as well. All right, next question. It's more kind of open. So at the start, we talked about the ways that Scori does capacity building. So, you know, we do workshops, we do manuals, we do sessions, we do online sessions, online courses, etc., etc. So there's not that many of us, and I just wanted to get an idea of what do you do in your NMOs? And I think you can vote multiple times. So feel free to just like type in handover manuals or whatever. Yeah, SRTs, research camp. Amazing. I think I know which animal could that be.
The thing is, it's not what you expect.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Brett, nice. Yes. Does any one of your animals create manuals? Or doesn't necessarily need to be called manuals, but like guidebooks, you know, interactive presentations or something. It's
Yeah, we
something
have actually done one last term about it.
About what?
It was mainly
Sorry.
directed for lawyers. Yeah, we have done a manual on tutor recruitment for the lawyers.
Great.
Last term.
Do you think it was put to good use? Like, did it help in your animal?
Yes, because I have linked it in the folder that lawyers we're using for the tutor recruitment, and it included some very practical tips from us. Yani, when we finished, basically at the end of our term, it was basically done. So it was written after experience, and we have facilitated some things. We have made a tutor database for them, facilitate everything, how they contact the tutor, the responses, everything. So I guess, yeah, everyone's using it by now.
Okay, that's really great. That's really great. Yeah, so you can see that like manuals, which sometimes may seem like a very boring thing you don't want to participate in, like can actually be like really useful in sharing specific tips and tricks, in referring back to it again, because like you can't re-attend workshops too much, unfortunately. But manuals can be for sure very useful. In my animal, we recently created a manual on applying for scholarships for our outgoings. Because there has been a lot of problems with that, so we kind of tried to outline that for them. So far, it's working kind of like a little bit, like, but I think that's to a little part of the outgoings just ignoring the manual. I think if all of them followed it, it would end up better. Okay, I can see more national research camps. Scori, SRT, activation, yes, for sure. Capacity building and activation is definitely important. I think this can be meant in more ways, but activation process in itself is capacity building on how does Scori work. So how I told you how I talked to that person about Scori activating their NMO, that was basically capacity building on how does Scori work. Okay, anyone wants to share any like specific ideas, any rare things they think are nowhere else to be found in the world, or anything they're proud of for organizing in their NMOs? Okay, I'm sure we're all proud of something. It's fine. Okay, thank you so much for participating in this. And that brings us closer to the end of my part, and then there's just gonna be a quick advertisement by Habib on anything and everything you can participate in EMR currently. So first, congrats, we built this. So much construction working done, and we did it. I hope you didn't mind all the construction working puns throughout the and as a last note of like my point in this presentation, I know I've talked a lot about regulations, about proposing workshops, creating budgets, you know, getting stuff approved and so on. It seems so crazy, unnecessary, and scary. But I have to say that capacity building is about so much more than that. Like, these are the things that kind of need to be fulfilled because we're a huge organization, and as such, we need to have some rules to follow to not completely fall into chaos. But the real capacity building is about something different. It's really about learning new things from amazing people all around you. Even if you're the one training the workshop, you still learn so much from your participants, and that's just like the most amazing thing. And I have to say that, like, my most beautiful memories from IFMSA are from workshops. You can see my photos with the TNRT trainers, with my TNRT participants in Estonia, and Istanbul. And here you can see me hugging Habib when we're celebrating how we were ST in Istanbul for SCORI sessions. So if you couldn't tell, this is Habib. You're amazing, amazing regional assistant for EMR. And now I relate the word to him.
Thank you so much, Miki. I couldn't have asked for a better facilitator nor a better mate in SCORI IT as our CBDA. That was amazing. You can always reach out to me and reach out to him. He's like as fun as me, I'd say. So you can reach out to him. Not fun, not more fun, because come on, like Miki, we have to like I have to keep my my reputation going. I'd say as fun. So you can contact him or me whenever you'd like to talk CB. I can connect you to him, or we can talk all together about CB and SCORI of EMR. Would you like to keep sharing, Miki? Because
It's up to you, whatever you prefer.
yeah, if you can, please do that.
I will.
Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, so my part, I'm just going to give you a quick recap about the SRTs that happened in the region, what workshops were available for this season or for this term, so you can know what workshops already graduated trainers in the region and what workshops weren't done as much, so you can be the first among the first people to propose it in your NMOs and in the region or even globally as well. Next, please. Okay, so so far we had 4 SRTs, like 3 of them happened, and like even for, let's recap. I'm sorry, I meant 5 SRTs. 3 of them were done. And 2 of them will be happening during the next upcoming period. The first one was LEM6 True CEDAR. Pret was proposed there, but unfortunately it was cancelled. That doesn't mean you Lebanese people do not have to do Pret again. If you have any SRTs coming up, please propose it again. We would like to see that happening. But speaking of Lebanon, we will be talking about something else in a short bit. The second one was the pre-winter camp, the renowned pre-winter camp and Cleopatra that happened in Egypt. So the pre-winter camp had TNRT in it. It was actually the first NMO, I believe. Yeah, the first NMO to host a TNRT outside of a pre-GA. So yay, Egypt. And like so far, they have a lot of research trainers there. So if you were stuck or in need of a research trainer, you can always contact IFMSA Egypt. And the third one, which is happening right now, is Sociamed Tunisia's Tunisian training camp. There isn't any SCORI workshop there, unfortunately, but they are doing TNT, which we make use of a lot in SCORI as well. The next upcoming one will be in Morocco. It will be it will start the 30th of March, so like the end of this month. They are actually doing 2 SCORI workshops, so like half of their SRT is SCORI. They're doing Pret and TNRT, which we are very happy about, and we hope everything goes smoothly. And if you'd like to apply, I believe like the deadline for that ended in the 10th of March. However, I don't know if an extension will be happening or not. Keep an eye for that. And the 5th one will happen in May, but after what you already know, EMR camp. There is the 7th Cleopatrine, which they have Pret in them as well. Can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, so to recap, Pret happened or was proposed into NMOs. There should be Egypt here, but it still happened. It didn't happen yet, so hopefully it will go smoothly as well. And with TNET, it was in pre-MM 23, and it was proposed in pre-EMR 19 before its cancellation. It's very sad cancellation. The next one, please, is for research. For research workshop, TNRT, the training new research trainers, was proposed and was held in the pre-W camp and in pre-MM 23. And it's also gonna happen in Moro camp, hopefully. But when it comes to ready, we haven't done so far in the term, we haven't had any NMOs doing ready in their SRTs or for any IFMSA event happening in the region or relevant to it. So it might be you. So if you'd like to propose it or influence any other NMOs that you know to propose it next to you that you can go to, please do that. We would be extremely joyful and happy to see ready happening in the region and in EMR. We've been trying to revive ready again this term, and we've been trying to propose it everywhere, and we will continue to do so. So please join us in proposing it literally everywhere and spamming all of IFMSA with ready. The next slide, please. So what about an SRT that groups the entirety of EMR? They can't stop us, exactly. What about an SRT that gathers all of us together, and even like people from outside of the EMR that can also join us in our SRT? What do you think do we have? So next slide, please. Not yet. I'm not gonna talk about EMR camp just yet. I'm gonna insert a shameful plug here about International Research Camp. Yeah, the deadline for it, as Miki said, is gonna be on the 25th, not the 20th. This is the old image. It was extended. Exactly, I'm building the suspense. We're building suspense. I mean, we're trying to find a host to host our research camp. So please, EMR, if you'd like to host it, do it. I mean, like the entirety of the globe would love to come to EMR. So let's present them with our culture. Let's present them with the EMR spirit that we bring to each GA. So if you'd like to host it or would like to help, again, another NMO that is close to you, that you need, that you can enter and go to, please do it. You can also go on our Facebook post, talk about, like, hype EMR up. Like I'm waiting for your comments, for you to just go down the comments and just say, EMR, let's host this. Like some of the people of EMR commented on the post. I would very much appreciate that. They will feel, and I think they will feel more motivated with those comments as well. This is it about research camp. This is the missing capacity building event that I didn't include because we're gonna host an international one that will group EMR and will group the whole world together for us as Core IT. And now for the EMR camp talk. So we're having a pre-EMR camp. We're having an EMR camp that is we're having an EMR camp that is going to be in replacement of pre-EMR 19. It's happening in the light of that cancellation. We're proposing PRET in it. Can you go to the next slide, please? We're proposing PRET in it. Me and Lubna, the Skopje regional assistant, along with the workshop coordinators, which Miki is one of them. This year, the PRET will be under the theme of leading the sustainability of exchanges. You might think, why leading the sustainability of exchanges? It's because after the revival of exchanges among NMOs across the region and the globe, we're trying to build let's say a base